Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're out at Vedauwoo. I think I'm pronouncing that right. In Wyoming. We're about 30 miles west of Cheyenne, 20 miles or so east of Laramie, right off the interstate. Yeah, today we're just going to go on a little hike. So we are starting off at the East Turtle Rock Trailhead, which is really just a big loop that's going to go around. Right now we're kind of down in the trees, but I'm anxious to see these big rock formations. That's kind of what Vedauwoo is kind of known for. Please forgive me if I'm not pronouncing that correct. I've found a few different ways to say that name, but as far as I can tell, that's correct. So these rock formations bring a lot of climbers, hikers, campers from all over. I found out about this place a couple years ago, and I've been dying to get out here. Finally able to do so. So yeah, we're gonna go on a little hike. Hopefully show you guys some pretty cool scenes, and yeah, we'll kind of discover this place together. Let's check it out. Okay, we've got a little stopping point here. Finally found a sign that actually says the name Turtle Rock Trailhead. I don't know, we're probably at most a quarter mile into this hike. From what I've read and seen, this is about a 3.5 mile hike. Like I said, it's just looks like it's just a big circle, so we should hopefully come out in the same place. There's a lot of different areas to go to. I really didn't know what to expect when I turned off the road, so ended up going into the campground area, and then went a little ways past that, and then finally came to kind of a day use area where this trailhead started. But so it costs, when you first come in, it costs $5 for a day use. I'm not sure how much the camping was. I can't remember. I'm not going to be doing any camping, just a little hike, just checking out the area. But the camping did look pretty amazing. This whole area looks pretty amazing. So kind of anxious. I think I'll be coming back here. So I don't know how much of this you guys can see, but found a little area off the trail where there was a lot of these big rocks, and there's a stream going on right below me that kind of goes alongside this whole thing, but very neat. If I remember right, I think these rocks, they say are granite rocks. Could be wrong on that, but that's, I think, what I read. I've been here for a long time. Like a billion years, 1.7 billion years, I think is what I read. So this area has been around here a long time ago, but this was a neat area. So I climbed up on a few of these rocks. Let's see if I can show you a little bit more of this, but it's all behind me and it starts going up. I don't think we're gonna go do any of that. Don't really have the right camera with me to do that today. And then the stream is stretching out all down here. Makes a little pool, and it's definitely flowing pretty good. I can hear it. Anxious to see where that all goes. But okay, we're gonna get back on the trail. Hopefully I can get down from these rocks without breaking something. All right, so now we finally got into some pretty cool rock stuff, rock formations. Got a pretty big boulder. I don't know, I can't tell how tall it is behind me, but probably a good 20 feet or so. And now it looks like we're gonna go off this way. That's really where all the big rock stuff is. So I think we're starting to get out of the trees a little bit, and we're gonna get more into that cool rock formation stuff. So I'm kind of excited to see that. Did finally run across a few other hikers. One of them had done this, I think, several times before, so they confirmed with me the whole trail is 2.9 miles to get around it. Now there's two different trailheads, so that takes you from the east trailhead to the west trailhead. We're really not sure the distance to close that gap, but I don't think it's too far. So yeah, so probably a solid 3 miles to get back to your vehicle. But yeah, the hiking is going to get a little bit different now, a little bit more elevation. So yeah, let's see what we can find. So for anybody thinking about doing this, certainly not a bad hike. It's definitely not flat, and the trail itself is not flat. You're gonna have some ups and downs, and a little bit of scrambling, maybe going up and over some stones, but it's definitely not a flat, certainly not paved trail, which is good. So a little bit of loose rock that you could certainly slip on, but otherwise not too bad, not a lot of that, and then a lot of offshoot trails that you could go down. Just don't lose track of where you're at, and those is where you can kind of get into climbing up the bigger granite boulders and things, is taking off on those offshoot trails. But overall, I'd say just about anybody could do this. I've encountered maybe 3 or 4 groups along the way here so far. You're definitely not going to run into a lot of people. But like I said, I live fairly close, and I'm just kind of hearing about this area just a couple of years ago. So kind of surprised more people don't know about this, because it is beautiful out here. All right, now we're definitely getting into the cool rock formations. Big old rock formation to the left of me over here. I think it would be really neat to go and climb some of that, do a little scrambling, but we probably don't have time for that today, and I don't know if I got the energy. So we're gonna stick to the trail, but very neat. You're just at the base of that stuff. Yeah, very neat stuff. Okay, we made it to the west trailhead. Now we've got to kind of walk back along the road through some of the campground, I think, to get to the east trailhead where my vehicle's at. It looks like so far I seem to have beaten the storm. Yeah, if you guys made it to the end of this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, shoot a like. Would really like to get this thing going, and hope to make a lot more of these videos for you again soon. So I'll see you on the next video.